Welcome back to Decked Out of the studio currently. And hey, it's August, so you know what that means.
We're going to be playing all 8 CMC commanders. That's right, the team has all picked their favorite 8 CMC commander to play for you today.
As always, thank you to our sponsors, Tales of Adventure, Moxfield, and Ultimate Guard, and today's featured sponsor, Plank. But more about all of them later in the video.
All right, let's go ahead, meet the players, and see which commanders they picked.
I'm MTGNerdGirl, and today for our 8 CMC game, I am playing a list submitted by one of our patrons. Gato has sent in Lycia Sanguine Tribune. This is the perfect Nerd Girl deck because I love life gain, drain, and there is a fair amount of aristocrat stuff in the deck, but it also has much bigger, swingier life gain things that I'm used to playing. It's gonna be a ton of fun.
Hey everyone, I'm Joe Cherries, and today I am playing Corvold Gleeful Glyph. This deck is all about sacrificing stuff, but not in a typical way. Usually the way you sacrifice stuff is put a sacrifice outlaw on the field, sacrifice everything. No, I'm playing a bunch of permanents that sacrifice themselves, so I don't need the extra thing to sacrifice. We also built this entire deck on stream, me and Veggie, and it turned out amazing. And we do that every week on Wednesday, so you should tune into our stream to see us build a deck and help us build it too.
Today, my 8-mana commander is Bjorn of Cryptic Dreams, which has the magical commander line of text on it if you cast it from your hand. You know, that thing you never do with your commander. Veggie built this one in case you couldn't tell. The plan is to ramp into big blue spells, and if you can get the Bjorn into play, cast clones that come into play with the indestructible counters on it, and maybe cast some infinite loops by proliferating that indestructible counter over and over again to keep copying spells once they're already on the stack.
I'm Veggiewagonyee, and today I get to play Yuma Proud Protector. Now, I had been working on a Deserts deck myself, but then I got distracted by a bunch of other commanders, or maybe a bird, or maybe dinner. I don't remember, but either way, I get to play it today because our patron Kelvor submitted a deck list for it. Now, this strategy used to be pretty weak, but it got a bunch of support recently, so now it's resilient, it can grind, and it can make big plays. I'm ready to serve my opponents. They're just deserts.
We'd like to thank today's featured sponsor, Plank.
Moving out of the studio could have been a really stressful situation, but at least for me, I've been sleeping great because I still have my Plank Ultra Firm mattress. It's been a few months since we first got the Plank mattress, and I now realize what a big difference it makes sleeping on a firm mattress. It's supportive, I fall asleep right away, and I wake up and my back feels great.
Shopping with Plank really is risk and hassle-free. They offer you a 120-night sleep trial and a limited lifetime warranty, as well as free shipping. All of their mattresses are designed in Arizona by their master craftsmen who've been building mattresses for over 25 years, meaning you get premium materials at a reasonable price with no middlemen bringing up the cost.
The queen-size Plank Firm Luxe was the perfect fit for my room. It went from a blank space to a plank space, and it cleared away all of my sleeping issues. You could say it's a plank slate, but that isn't just a blanket statement. I do sleep on it and have been since our first time partnering with Plank.
We know buying a mattress can be a daunting, stressful task, and that is why we are so happy to partner with Plank to take all of that stress out of your mattress buying experience.
I love my Plank mattress, and I think you will too. If you're looking for an ultra firm mattress, check out plankmattress.com. You can click on the links below and get 30% off using our code DECKEDOUT.
All right, that's enough from us for now. Let's go ahead and get into the game.
Welcome to the table. Let's see who goes first. 10.
15.
1.
6.
Hey!
Ooh, okay, yeah, we'll take that. That's fine.
Natural 1, I guess, deserves to go last.
All right, draw. I will start with a tapped Malika Meyer. Go ahead.
I will start with a commercial district and surveil 1,
It's not even a desert.
but it do graveyard. I'm gonna leave that on top. I'll pass the turn.
Command Tower. Huh, that was a really good top deck. Okay. Authority of the Councils. An enchantment that says your opponent's creature enter tapped. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, I get to gain 1 life, and I'll pass the turn.
At least none of our commanders have haste. Does yours?
I play a Soporific Springs tapped and say go.
I will play this Fabled Passage, and I will fetch. I will get a mountain and pass.
I'm going to play a Jetmir's Garden, and then I'm gonna pay 1 for Elvish Reclaimer. This is a 1/2 that gets +2/+2 as long as there are 3 or more lands in my graveyard, and I can pay 2 and tap it and sacrifice a land to search for any land and put it onto the battlefield tapped.
You're gonna put it into play tapped, and I'm gonna gain a life.
Go for it.
All right, and now the cool thing that I'm really excited to do. We're gonna play a Sun Billow Verge as my land for turn, and then Amalia Benavides Aguirre, a 2/2 with Ward 3. Whenever I gain life, Amalia explores. Then I get to destroy all other creatures if its power is exactly 20. This was the top deck. That's why I was so excited, because I did it.
We can maybe set Amalia off on a turn that isn't hers, hopefully. She's just playing Pioneer circa 2024 over there.
I'll pass.
Okay, Island and Mind Stone. And I'll pass.
I will play a forest, tap 3, and play Fenrir, which on its first chapter is gonna let me go get a basic land. I will get a tapped forest, and I did forget.
Exactly, it's gonna come into play tapped, I'm gonna gain a life, and I'm gonna get to explore with Amalia. I'm gonna choose to keep this guild mage on top, and I'll get a +1/+1 counter.
Pass to you.
Let's start off. I'll play a Painted Bluffs, which is a desert, just a bad one. And I'm just gonna immediately pay 2 and sacrifice it to search for a land and put it in the battlefield tapped. I am going to find this Dunes of the Dead, which is a desert that makes colorless, but when it is put into a graveyard, I create a 2/2 black zombie.
And I think your commander can do stuff with stuff in your graveyard. I don't love that.
And I might as well also play a Faithless Looting, and I will draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. I will discard just 2 deserts, I guess. And then I'll pass the turn.
My land for turn is going to be a Battlefield Forge, and I'm going to pay 3 for Alinda's Hierophant, a 1/1 flyer. This is whenever I gain life, I get a +1/+1 counter on it. And when it dies, I get to create an X 1/1 white vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is her power. I think Veggie's having too much fun, so I'm going to hit Veggie for 3.
I'm having a great time.
And that'll do it. I'll pass my turn.
All right, everybody, no more creatures.
Yeah.
Normally, I'm more than happy to help you with that. All right, let's play this island, and then we're gonna have a tapped Palladium Mirror come into play. It's a 2/2 creature, taps for 2 colorless.
I'm gonna get to gain a life and put some counters on my creatures. 1 counter here, and we'll get to explore with Amalia. It's a land. I'll put that into my hand.
She's your problem now, Joe. Go for it.
I'm just gonna put more counters. Untapped.
It's gonna be a very short game.
Mode 2. Actually, I draw first. Now Mode 2, which we're going to put a counter on the first creature I cast this turn. I will play this Blood-Stained Mire, fetch it to go get something. I will shock in this Blood Crypt and then pay 5 mana for a Summon Titan. And first, I'm going to mill 5 cards.
Take your damage.
Boop, boop, boop.
Thank you.
Now I'll mill 5 cards. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. I thought those first 3 got me real worried. I was happy about this, and I was like, uh-oh.
All right, the Titan enters tapped. I'll gain a life. I'll get to put a counter on Alenda's, and I will explore with Amalia. I'll put that into my hand.
Pass to Veggie.
The problem with turning one of NerdGirl's permanents into a 3/3 is that then it is a 3/3 that can attack me. Man. Fine. I am going to play a mountain. I am going to pass the turn.
What? That is highly suspect.
I said to the table, no creatures, and then I was the only one to follow my own rule. I wasn't gonna also go back on the thing I said.
I'm gonna play a Marsh Flats as my land for turn, and I'll just sack it. I'm gonna go ahead and find a swamp, and then let's pay 2 for a Talisman of Indulgence. I will pay 1 for a Cleric class. On level 1, if I would gain life, I get to gain that much +1 instead. And then I can level it up and put a +1/+1 counter on a creature every time I gain life. And then I can level it up again to return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield, and I will gain life equal to its toughness. And then I'm going to pay 1 to go on an adventure with the Gumdrop Poisoner. For 1 mana, I get to create a food token. All right, here is my food token, and I will be on an adventure. All right, awesome. I'll pass turn.
All right. Let's play a land and then pay 7 for the fun card. Wondrous Crucible. Permanents you control have Ward 2. Beginning of your end step, mill 2. Then exile a non-land card at random from your bin, and then you can cast it for free.
Ew,
Ooh.
I hate it.
I'm going to go to my end step, and I'm going to mill 2.
You're a minor inconvenience.
Land.
Oh.
7 drop.
Yeah, that is the only legal target for Wondrous Crucible. So that's going to get exiled, and we're going to cast a copy of it.
Wait a minute.
What? Having waited a minute, I'm going to cast the Cyberman Squadron, or at least a copy of it.
This looks like a Cyberman Squadron.
You watched a very different version of Doctor Who than I did. But yeah, this is a Cyberman Squadron, which is a 5/5 that says non-legendary artifact creatures I control have Myriad. It will enter tapped.
I'll gain a life and put counters on things and explore. Heyo, nailed it.
Was it a land?
Yeah,
Yep.
All right.
I like free lands. No, the bunny is cuter. Stop
Yeah,
it.
but the text is on the.
Don't care.
All right, your turn, Joe.
All
How
right.
cute he is. He's got little pinchy cheeks.
Draw a card, and then we have a couple of triggers. Let's start with this one. This goes up to 3, and if I control a creature with the highest power, I get to draw. How big is the Cyberman?
5. 5/5.
7. I get to draw a card. And then this is sacrificed. It goes to my graveyard.
Also, I gained an extra life because of the class. Haha.
And then this one will also go up and return all lands from my graveyard to the battlefield. Which are these 4. I will then play a Shifting Woodlands, which will enter untap because I control a forest. And if I have Delirium, I can pay 4 to make it a copy of anything in my graveyard. I want to be the first one to cast my commander in this 8-mana commander game. So I will. I will play Corvold, Gleeful Glutton. He costs 1 less for each card type among permanents I've sacrificed this turn. Well, Summon Fenrir was 2 of those, so that works for me. Flying, Trample, Haste. And when he deals combat damage, I draw X cards and put X +1/+1 counters on him, where X is the amount of permanent types in my graveyard.
It's going to come into play tapped. I'm going to gain 2 life. I'm going to put a counter here, and then I'm going to explore. Nailed it.
I love haste. Go ahead.
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna activate Elvish Reclaimer. I'm gonna sacrifice this Dunes of the Dead and find a land and get a 2/2 zombie. I am just going to find this Lush Portico so I can surveil. Oh, I see, I understand.
But do you see that I gain 2 life? I get to put a counter and explore. Nailed it. Whew. My hand is so full of land.
She's got a deck.
I'm going to put this Elemental Bond into the graveyard. Untap, I guess.
Was that Daniel Craig or Sean Connery?
That, I feel like that was like one of the non-canon, like, yeah. I don't know enough to make a good joke for it.
I don't get it.
Bond. Elemental Bond. That's it.
Yeah, I'm shaken by your play, but not stirred.
Ew. Stop it.
There we go. That's the Nerd Girl joke take we were looking for.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be stirred?
Is it dirty?
I need lands. I think this is pay 3 and flashback Faithless Looting. I'm gonna draw 2 and discard 2.
No way, discards 2 deserts here.
I'm gonna discard a Terramorphic Expanse and a Shigeki.
Told you.
And then I'm gonna play an Escape Tunnel, which can search for a land or make a creature with power 2 or less unblockable. And again, I have to pass a turn.
I'm gonna play a land for turn. I'm gonna just pay 4 to level up my cleric class. And then I think I'm fine hanging out here. I don't feel a need to attack, which is very unlike me.
It is, especially when you have a 6 power flyer that no one can deal with.
I mean,
I can block it.
I'm worried that Joe's gonna hit me in the face real big.
All right, all on tap. I think this is probably the safest thing to do. Let's pay 4 for Recon Craft Theta. It's a 4/4 flying vehicle. When it enters the battlefield, I make an 0/0 alien token with a +1/+1 counter on it. And when it attacks, proliferate.
How's the symbol go?
What symbol?
The Spocky one.
Oh, live long and prosper.
Okay, so I did it right. I just didn't do the little thumb.
That is not at all what it looks like he's doing.
Live long and prosper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna enter play tapped with a counter on it.
I'm gonna gain some life. I get to gain 2 life, and then I get to put a counter. I get to explore, to land. Holy shit, I've hit every single one. And then I also get to put an additional counter onto a creature because I've gained life.
Then I guess we'll go ahead and pay 2 more for an experimental augury. Look at the top 3 cards in my library, 1 to hand, 1 to the bottom, and then proliferate.
What?
Oh, yeah, I know what's gonna happen.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, that's clever.
No, that's what you meant to do, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that was all part of the plan.
Yeah, I definitely didn't just plan on increasing the alien.
But what if I could tell you, without a doubt, it's not swinging at you? Would you still want to?
All right, wait, hold on, because let's be clear for the people at home. Airball has a very interesting choice here. He could proliferate
The Titan.
forcibly the summon Titan and make its trigger happen now when it is not of use to Joe.
I think you should do that.
Yes. But I can't make you a promise that the player with 51 life is probably who I'm going to attack with a 99.9.
I can promise you that probably. All right.
You would be my friend if you did it.
That is actually very valuable.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna put this card to my hand. I'm gonna put the rest on the bottom. I'm gonna proliferate my alien and Joe's Saga.
Oh. Trigger. I will target Corvold to get plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 10.
It also gets an extra +1/+1 counter.
That's true. I cannot prevent you from adding the +1/+1 counter.
Okay, and then I will sacrifice it.
I'll play this island for turn, and then I guess. All right, well, let's, I guess, ship the Cyberman Squadron over at Joe, the real one, and then there'll be a Myriad trigger, and each of you 2 will get a copy of the Cyberman Squadron coming at you.
Nice.
They will all enter tapped, though attacking.
And attacking.
But I do get to gain 4 life.
I was gonna say, are you sure you want to do that? Because Nurgle's also gonna eat it.
I don't have lifelink.
Oh, that doesn't have lifelink? Okay.
Gain 4. I get 2 counters here, go to 9. I will get 2 explore triggers. Nailed it.
Jeez.
Oh, finally missed. I'll put that in the bin. I think I have enough land. I get a counter, and then I get to also put 2 extra counters onto something thanks to the cleric class, and I'll just continue putting those here and go to 11.
I'm really glad I'm Nerd Girl's friend. All right, so 5 damage coming here, 5 damage coming here, 5 damage coming there.
I'll block it.
Okay.
I will take 5.
Yeah, Zombie, you're not gonna block anything better than this. The other problem is in the air, so this will trump.
Okay. I will try to move to my end step. Then we will mill 2 Soul Ring and an island. So we get a copy of a Soul Ring.
Draw. I have a oh. Well, my plan was to attack Nurgle. It is no longer that because I cannot.
You can.
My plan is now to attack the person that has wronged me.
Hold on. So there's friends here, right?
Beast within the Corvold.
So this means it's either there's 2 friends and 2 individuals, or there's 2 friends and also 2 friends.
Yeah, I like being 2 friends.
Good time, boys.
Good time, boys? Good time, boys.
If this spell resolves, then good time, boys.
Hey, good time, boys.
Before your attacks, I'm going to pay 1. I'm going to cast this Path to Exile. I would like to target Alenda's Hierophant. And so it will exile it, and you will not get any vampires. You will just get a land that is tapped.
Any chance you can stop that, friend?
Fortunately, no.
All right, it's exiled.
Okay, so yeah, good time, boys.
Good time, boys. So I will go to combat. Nurgle, I will send. I haven't even sent it
Path
yet.
to exile.
I haven't even attacked yet.
Exile the creature. Its controller may search for a basic and put it onto the battlefield tapped.
We just had that read. Did you have to read it in my face again?
I sure did.
You have to read it with the most teenage girl inflection. Target creature gets exiled.
You are a much better teenage girl than me.
I believe that.
Yeah.
See, Veggie got Corvold killed because you weren't going to attack me. I wasn't going to kill him. So really, this is Veggie's fault.
The real issue is I'm actually out of basics. I'm getting Joe Cherries right now. There is a swamp somewhere that I did miss, but after this, I am out of basics. On that, I will fail to find, and then I will crack my Fabled Passage and get this swamp, so it is untapped. That's the last basic in my deck.
So here's the thing, chat. This deck was built on stream, but we ran out of time. We didn't do the mana base. I did the mana base later, and we were in a rush because there was a whole subathon going on. So I did not look at how many things were fetching basic lands. Oops.
Oh, is this when I started trying to build it and I said the Corvold deck was missing cards and then you went and fixed it? Was it the mana?
Yes. Yeah.
I will also crack this Bloodstain Mire, losing 1 life. I'll get the Stomping Ground and shock it in. Pay 3 for a Burrowgoyf, who's got Lifelink, Death Touch, and his power and toughness are equal to the number of type of cards in all graveyards, and its toughness is that +1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I can mill that many cards. If I do, I can put a creature from among them in my hand.
It's going to come into play tapped. I'm going to gain 2 life. I am going to show you this Rodolph. I'm going to keep him on top. I'll get a counter. I'll actually get 2 counters thanks to the Cleric class. So I'm going to go to 4.
I will then pay 3 for everyone's favorite multiple partner Goyf, the Polygoyf. Trample, Myriad, and the same line of text about power and toughness as this last card.
Mm-hmm.
I will gain 2 more life. I will get to explore, and I will get an additional 2 counters going to 6.
It looked like you didn't know what was coming. I will then pay 5 for, are you guys ready for this? We have something brand new for the show. When we build decks on stream, people can pay to put cards into the deck. And this one was put into the deck by Tusken Fury. This is Yigra, Eater of All. It makes all of my creatures into foods and artifacts in addition to their other types.
Oh, not all of your creatures.
Oh, sorry. It makes everything into foods on the board. So the whole board is now food.
Well, not everything on the board.
Creatures other than Yigra are all food now. And then when a food is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, 2+1/+1 counters are put on Yigra.
Thank you, Tusken Fury, for the support.
I'm gonna tap 2 blue.
I'm going to gain 2 life. And then I will put 2 more counters and go to 8.
Go ahead, Veggie.
At the end of your turn, I'm going to sacrifice this escape tunnel and find a basic land, of which there are many in my deck.
That's good deck building.
All right. I will pay 3 for my 8-mana commander, Yuma Proud Protector. It costs 1 less for each land in my graveyard, so I'll reduce all of the colorless mana. When Yuma enters the battlefield or attacks, I can sacrifice a land, and if I do, I draw a card. And whenever a desert is put into my graveyard from anywhere, I make a 4/2 green plant warrior creature token with reach.
I'll gain 2 and put some counters on Amalia.
I am going to sacrifice a land, even though none of these are deserts, so I can draw a card. So we'll get this plains into the graveyard. I will draw. I will again have to pass.
Vault of Champions is my land for turn. How many cards does everybody have?
3.
6.
A whole grip, huh? We are no longer friends. Because I'm going to hit Joe with this Amalia for 13.
Okay.
I would rather hit you, but we're friends.
Yeah.
I thought you said the friendship was over.
But it is now.
Oh,
that ended
the friendship?
I have
I've been mugged for my nerd girl token.
I've maintained my end of the friendship.
That was not how I interpreted that. I thought you were just like, I'm attacking you.
I'm then going to pay 5 to cast Fumigate. I'm going to destroy all creatures. I'll gain 1 life for each creature destroyed this way.
Ooh. My food.
I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna cast a Heroic Intervention to give all my stuff hexproof and indestructible so I can save the 2 things I've done so far this game.
No responses.
Thanks, Tuscan Fury.
I will gain
for nothing.
I will gain 1 life for each. I'll gain 8 life. So it's 7 creatures plus 1 from the cleric class. And because I've gained life, my commander will be discounted by at least 5 colorless, so I will pay 3 for that. Lycia Sanguine Tribune. It is a 4/4 with first strike and lifelink, and I can also pay 5 life to put 3 counters on it. I can only do this once per turn. And sure, I'll go ahead and do that. That sounds excellent. There's her 3 counters, and I'm good to go.
Okay, on your end step, since we're apparently no longer friends, I'm going to cyber convert Lycia. Turn her face down, and she's a 2/2 Cyberman artifact creature.
It's just turn her face down?
Yes, she keeps her counters, but loses all the other good things about her. Okay, 2, 3, 7 for Kiora Best the Sea God. The Saga, Chapter 1, make an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token with hexproof. Chapter 2 will tap all non-land permanents target opponent controls and they get stunned. And Chapter 3, gain control of target permanent opponent controls and untap it. Kraken will ETB tapped.
I will get to gain 2 life and put a counter onto my Cyberman.
Then I'll try to go to my end step. And we'll mill 2. A sad robot. So candidates for the Crucible are Cyberman, Cyber Conversion, Sad Robot, Palladium Mirror, and Augury. Veggie, choose one.
This one.
I get Cyber Conversion.
Yeah.
It's gotta be Yuma, right?
Okay, then I guess Yuma's gonna take a nap. And we'll pass the turn.
I'm in trouble over here. I will start with an Urza's Saga. First mode is going to make it so it can make mana.
Oh, I can't really wait to proliferate that one.
Joe, if you really want to complain, I can hit you again next turn.
No, please don't. Please, for the love of God. I will pay 2 mana for a 3 visit. Sure hope there's a target left in the deck. I will get a Zeotor's Proving Ground for that. I will plot Pitiless Carnage, which means that next turn I will be able to play it so that I can sacrifice any number of permanents I control to draw that many cards. And then now for my most powerful play. I will make 3 of this 1/1 from my graveyard.
Ooh.
And I will attack each of you with a 1/1.
No,
Do they
you
come
won't.
into play tapped?
Oh no, but I'm still going to do it.
Okay, I gain 6 life.
I'll take 0.
Those 3 copies are gonna come into play tapped. I'm gonna gain 6 life, and I'll get to put 3 more counters onto my Beep Boop.
Okay.
7.
Go to my end step, sacrifice all 3 of these, get 3 treasure tokens. And then I will pass to Veggie.
I will play this Lazotep Quarry, which is a desert. I can make colorless, sacrifice a creature to make mana of any color, or can pay X and 2 and tap it, and sacrifice a desert to exile a creature card with mana value X from my graveyard and make a 4/4 zombie token copy of it at sorcery speed. This is conveniently exactly the thing that I needed. I'm going to tap it and sacrifice a creature to make a mana. I'm gonna put Yuma back in the command zone, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands in my graveyard. So I'm going to use this as 1 of the mana, plus 2 more, and the lands pay for the commander tax for Yuma to be recast.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
I'll gain 2 life and put a counter.
Yeah, I'm here to sacrifice lands. Whatever. I will also sacrifice the last step quarry when it enters to draw a card, and a desert goes to my graveyard, so I will finally make a 4/2 plant. There is my plant warrior. There is my tapped plant warrior.
I'll gain 2 and put another counter. If you play 5 more creatures, I can just kill Airball. Please?
I have played every creature that I can play for now. I will pass.
Okay, I need to find something that gains me life 5 times. Oh, it's super cool. Okay, it's not. It's actually maybe not that close, but it is pretty cool.
What the hell could that card be?
Whatever. I don't think this is the best play, but I think it's the coolest. I'm gonna tap 6. I'm gonna play Nykthos Paragon. A 4/6 that says whenever I gain life, I get to put that many +1/+1 counters on each creature I control. I get to do this only once each turn. And then I'll pay 2 to eat my food.
Yep.
So I'll get to gain 4 life because of the class. So I'll get to put an additional 4 counters onto all of my creatures. And then an extra counter thanks to the cleric class. So
It's a
11
cool 16.
is a cool 16. Airball, 16 commander damage.
Take 16 commander damage.
That was fun. Pass.
Chapter 2.
Please get that board wipe back off the bottom of your deck.
Joe's gonna draw a crap load of cards. I'm going to have Chapter 2 tap down Joe's non-land permanents.
Sure. Wait, what?
I have a plan.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I respect your plan. I was just on board. That looked very stupid.
The plan is to get you killed.
Yes. I'm gonna move to combat. Beginning of combat step, I'm gonna crew Recon Craft Theta. And I'm going to swing it at Joe.
What?
And we're gonna get some triggers. When it attacks, I get to proliferate. So I'll go ahead, Joe, you can proliferate your Urza Saga, but I'm also gonna proliferate my Kiora Best the Sea God, which lets me gain control of target permanent an opponent controls and untap it.
Forever? Forever, ever?
Yeah. I'm gonna take Beep Boop over there.
Wait. Wait, I'm not ready for that.
Either way, the Saga goes away.
No. You're just gonna gain control of Beep Boop?
Yep, and untap it.
Oh, shit.
I really, really, really want to kill Nerd Girl with her own commander damage. Please, please let me do that.
I want you to do it.
But in the meantime, here's 4.
I'll take 4.
Not my Beep Boop.
Poor Beep Boop.
I don't like this at all.
This also means there's a chance we get another Kiora Best the Sea God right now on this turn.
That's true, but don't worry about that because in the meantime, I'm just going to spend 8 mana on this Astral Dragon. It's a 4/4 flyer. ETB, create 2 tokens that are copies of target non-creature permanent, except they're 3/3 dragon creatures in addition to their other types, and they have flying. I'm going to make 2 creature copies of this Wondrous Crucible.
What? This is baloney. I call phony baloney.
And then I'd like to move to my end step. We will get 3 Wondrous Crucible triggers. We're gonna mill 2.
Maybe we can mill them out.
So we have a Midnight Clock. Okay, so here are our eligible targets. Veggie picked already. Joe.
You want me to D6 it?
Yeah, just choose one. Pick a card, any card. We get a Midnight Clock, sure. That is a Mana Rock artifact. At the beginning of every upkeep, put a counter on it. And then when the 12th hour counter on it goes off, shuffle my graveyard and hand into my library, then draw 7. We'll get trigger number 2 for Wondrous Crucible. Command Beacon, would have liked that. And a Worn Power Stone. So now, Nerd Girl, you're the one who hasn't had a turn yet. Pick a card, any card.
Sad robot.
Sad Robot. We'll get that one, or at least we'll get a copy of it. And I'll get to go through my deck and put a basic into play. And when it dies, I'll draw a card. Okay, and now we have our last trigger of Wondrous Crucible. Mill 2. There's a Platinum Empyrean, which is an 8/8 that says my life total can't change. Veggie.
Here's a Platinum Empyrean.
Thank you.
No.
Technically, it's a copy of a Platinum Empyrean. It is an 8/8 that says my life total cannot change.
All right, so 2 of the 3 triggers were creatures.
Also, Astral Dragon as well, should have given you one.
I'll gain 6 life. The Nykthos Paragon will see the first 2 to put 2 counters going to 6, and then I will have 3 triggers from the Cleric class, putting me to 9 counters.
And I'll pass to Joe, who I assume wants to make a token.
Yeah! Construct.
I will gain 2 more life, because that'll come into play, and I'll just get 1 counter thanks to the Cleric class.
We have a trigger here. I'll float the mana. Then we'll take this up to 3 and go get something that costs 1 or less. I will get Haywire Might, which when it leaves the battlefield gains me 2 life, but more importantly, I can get rid of it so that I can get rid of a different card, which is probably Authority of the Councils.
If you kill it, I won't be able to kill Airball. And I'm not 100% sure I can, but that's my plan.
I mean, I can hold it up. I do have a decent amount of card draw this turn.
If it's not directly hurting you, I mean, I'm going to try.
Well, so it is because my commander has haste. But
Fair.
if I am not getting attacked next turn,
I'm not attacking you. I'm going to try to kill Airball.
Are you fine not attacking me too? I know you don't have much, but look, I really want to be safe here. I'm at 12 life.
There is no way anyone is hitting you before I am solved.
If anyone can, if either one of you can put anything onto the battlefield creature-wise on my turn, I could probably kill Airball.
Yeah, Joe, you're very, very definitely the lowest on my priority list.
Okay, that's good to know.
Me simply doing more things is higher on the priority list.
That is fair. All right, well, continuing on with my turn. This did enter tapped. NerdGirl, you should gain 2 life.
Oh, I'll gain 2 life. I will put a counter. I'll put 3 counters here, so that'll be up to 13.
I'll float a green mana. So I have a green and a colorless floating in my mana pool currently. I am then going to cast Pitiless Carnage, which, as I mentioned before, will let me sack any number of permanents. I'm going to choose these 3 treasures, this land, and this construct.
Ooh.
I want to find something here desperately. We'll pay 6 total mana here for a Summon Primal Odin, whose first mode here is to destroy target creature an opponent controls. I would love to target your Platinum Empyrean.
Yep, Ward 6.
No, it doesn't have Ward 6.
It has 3 instances of Ward 2.
I'll pay 2, I'll play 2, I'll play 2.
Fair enough.
I'll gain 2 life and put 1 counter up to 14 on
Don't lie to me like that.
Nykthos Paragon.
I'll play Yavimaya, which makes everything into a forest, all the lands at least, not your creatures. Don't worry,
Oh,
they're not. Those aren't forests. I'll pay 2 for a fun card. Esper Origins. I get to surveil 2, gain 2 life. When I flash it back, it comes back special.
Ooh. The gain 2 life is probably the best part for you.
Oh. I'll surveil this summon into the graveyard. I'll gain 2. Woo! And I'll pass.
All right. At the end of your turn, I am going to find another land. I will sacrifice this mountain. I am going to find this Conduit Pylons, which surveils 1 when it enters.
See, all I want here is for you 2 to remember I spent 12 mana to answer 1 creature.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna put this Blasphemous Act into the bin because it doesn't kill the biggest problems on the board right now.
It deals what? How much?
13.
13 damage?
Only 13.
That's so small. That's like not that much damage.
Yeah, that's why it's going in the bin. And now I'll untap.
I would love it if you did that. I want that robot to die.
I'm gonna play this Creosote Heath. It deals 1 damage to an opponent when it enters. I really want to deal it to Joe because it's funny, but I am going to help a little bit. I'm deal it to Airball.
But that doesn't work. Oh, it does work now.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Oh, it does work now.
23.
Yuma, I need to swing you.
I will let you hit me.
Okay. I'll go to combat. I will send just this Yuma at NerdGirl. On attack, I can sacrifice a land, so I'll sacrifice the Heath to draw a card, and a Desert went into my graveyard, so I will make a 2nd plant, which will enter tapped.
I will gain 2 life, which will put 3 counters onto the Paragon. So up to 17 counters.
Okay, and then only 6 damage.
Yeah, no problem.
But it is commander. And then more creatures helps?
2 more creatures kills Airball.
Yeah, I think the best I have for you will be I'll be able to sacrifice this at instant speed to make 1 more plant. I will pass the turn.
Okay.
Dong.
If I can kill Airball without killing Joe, I will. All right, Joe. I couldn't find another answer. So I think you might just die due to collateral damage.
Ooh.
Now, Veggie.
Yeah.
If I die, NerdGirl gets big ass commander back.
No, That is not true.
That
because
is
I'm going to
true.
make a deal. I could attack you,
Sure.
or you,
Uh-huh.
gain the life, and then kill Airball. I would get this back. But that puts me in a very commanding position, and we've all tried to stop this. So instead, I'll just attack Airball, and Airball has to chump, but dies anyway. Because they can either die to the damage or die to the.
I won't chump.
Well, then that's neither here nor there. I cannot stop that. I mean, I can put Beep Boop in jail for two turns or something, but I have to make the play. So Mountain, and then I will.
Airball, if you don't kill anyone in your turn, maybe that'll work.
That's fair. We'll put it all on the board though. Vizkopa Guildmage, a 2/2 that allows me to pay to give a creature lifelink, and I can also pay to make each opponent lose that much life to the amount of life I have gained. What's your thoughts here, Veggie?
I didn't really follow a lot. You just need me to make a creature, right?
Yeah, I need you to make me a creature, but it kills both of them and then puts me in a very big lead. So I will offer to put Beep Boop in jail for 2 turns. I'm going to tap to make it so that way for the rest of this turn, each opponent loses life whenever I gain that much life. And then I'm going to tap and attempt to give lifelink to my Nykthos. Are you still planning on making a creature?
You still need it?
Yes, because this is 21 damage.
Don't do it, Veggie.
I'm gonna pay 2. I'm
do
gonna
it.
activate Elvish Reclaimer. I will sacrifice this Conduit Pylons, which is a desert, which will make a plant.
All right. I will get 3 counters. First instance of life gain. I'll gain 2. 3 counters go onto this creature. We go to 20,
And everyone loses 2.
and everybody will lose 2.
All right, and I do have to find my land. I'm gonna find this Bristling Backwoods, which deals a damage on ETB. Nerdgirl, I'd like to hit you for 1 damage.
Yes, I will also get 2 counters on here. I'll take 1 damage. I got 2 counters from the first time I gained life. And then I would like to go to combat, and I would like to attack Airball for 24 lifelinking damage. The question is does Airball make the spite play?
Oh yeah, no, I promised. I promised I wasn't gonna jump. What I'm wondering is, do I scoop? All right, no blocks.
Okay, then I will hit you for 24. I will gain 24. And then each opponent will also take an additional 24. I'm sorry, Joe.
No, you're not.
All right. So now you guys have to deal with this. What have you wrought?
Well, Veggie has done the thing, and Beep Boop is in baby jail. I will pass the turn.
Okay, I think that your Nykthos Paragon should get lost.
Yes, it makes clues.
You make 2
Maps.
maps, which is a great deal in exchange for your 20-something creature. Okay, there's a world where this works. I don't think it's this one, but I'm going to start by paying 4 for Annie Joins Up. It's an enchantment. When it enters, I deal 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls, and it doubles triggers of my legendary creatures. So I would like to blow up your Guild Mage,
Yes, Guild Mage is gone.
and then I would like to go to combat. I will send you Yuma. When it attacks, I'll get 2 triggers. I will sacrifice, I think probably just the 1 land. I will sacrifice 2 lands. What am I doing here? We're gonna sacrifice 2 lands. One of those is a desert, which will make 2 plants because that's double triggers. And I will draw 2 cards.
So you make 1 plant? 2
I make
plants.
2 plants.
I will gain 4 life, and I'll put some counters here. I will take the damage, but if commander damage is going to kill me, this has to not be in jail. I will block commander damage if it's going to kill me.
It's fine. If you want to change the deal. Yeah, I assumed that.
Oh,
It should be in jail just long enough for me to not have commander lethal on you anyway.
that's true.
Yeah. I will discard this Tato Farmer.
All right. Okay, let's start with a Bajuka Bog, Veggie.
Okay, well, we can scoop them up. That was my last hope. Yeah.
That was my draw this turn.
Ugh.
I'm gonna pay 5, and we're gonna play Celestine the Living Saint. A 3/4 flying and lifelink. At the beginning of my end step, I get to return target creature card with mana value X or less from my graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of life I've gained. I will then pay 5 to level up the cleric class to 3 to bring back a creature from my graveyard to the battlefield. I will gain life equal to its toughness. It's a 6/6. Then that'll trigger the Nykthos Paragon, and I'll get to put 6 counters onto each of my creatures. And then I'll go to my end step, and that'll trigger the Celestine. I've gained 6 life this turn. I can return any creature. I can return the Guild Mage because its mana value is less than the amount of life I've gained this turn.
I'm gonna play a Scavenger Grounds. It's a desert. It can exile all graveyards. I will pass the turn.
Joe, this is the first time I've ever done this on the show. I will be your friend in a transferable game. You have one Be My Friend coupon.
I am so using this.
Let's start with a Blood Artist, just to be safe. Whenever another creature dies, target player loses a life, I get to gain a life.
Mm-hmm.
I will go to combat.
Yep.
I will attack with these 3 creatures, Veggie.
Okay. You have a bunch of keywords, but none of them are trample, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Is Beep Boop no longer in jail? I thought it was 2 turns in jail.
Oh, yay! I don't know how many turns I said.
I think you said 2, but I just want, yeah.
I'll put Beep Boop in jail for another turn.
I'm gonna pay 2. I'm gonna sacrifice this desert. I'm gonna make 2 tapped plant warriors.
In response to you doing that, every single time I gain life, an opponent will lose that much life this turn.
In response to that, I'm gonna pretend like you have no available mana left, and I will Swords to Plowshares your Guild Mage.
In response to that, I will give this lifelink.
Mm-hmm.
It still works, right? Even if you kill the Guild Mage?
Yep.
Cool.
You can even activate it again, and it'll happen twice.
Mm-hmm.
I can activate this twice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that will do multiple...
Double
Yes.
that, yeah.
Yes, it will.
Oh, I thought it was just like a one
It just
thing.
gets that ability several times. It can have that ability multiple times.
Look,
Ah.
yeah. Also, I'm just here to take every game action that I can. I am dead.
Fair. I will then make this lifelink, and then I will activate again to make 2 instances of life loss, life gain thing.
Yeah, I can't do a thing about that.
All right,
I'm dead.
I will exile. Oh, I gain life equal to its...
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll gain...
the swords probably kills
So you'll
me.
take 4.
No, it's 3, so you'll take 6.
6. Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, and I get to put more counters on all these things.
Yeah. Oh, I'm very super dead.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Actually, I think now because I'm gonna. You did that in response to this, so now plants are gonna come into play. Authority of the Council is gonna trigger, and that will kill me if you because you'll.
Yeah. So then the 2 plants will come into play. I'll gain another 4 life,
Which deals 4 damage twice.
which will deal 8 more damage to you, Veggie.
Yeah.
What's that saying? You're dead 10 ways to Sunday? It's something like
It's usually
that.
6 ways to Sunday.
6 ways.
But I think in this case, Veggie probably was 10 ways to Sunday.
Yeah, you're
at
dead.
least.
You're dead 10 ways to Subway. The Subway.
So this.
3 10 ways to Sunday. Yeah.
Is that a thing?
No.
That was...
Oh, it's Mr. Tallyman, tally me bananas.
Yeah, I got it.
But that's just like, I don't know why.
Is it not dirty?
I don't think it was dirty. I thought it was kind of clever.
All the talismans just pop him. Now that's never going to leave, and every talisman will do that in my head.
Also, cut that out. We can't have NerdGirl saying that the jokes were good. There are brands to maintain here. I made the vital mistake of assuming that an important piece that I was going to need for my strategy would just show up. I had been digging and digging and digging for a Crucible of Worlds effect, of which there are many in Kelvor's deck, but I just didn't quite find one in time, and by that point, all of my lands had dried up.
Special thank you to today's featured sponsor, Plank.
You know what to do. The link is down in the description if you want to check them out, and you can get 30% off with our code DECKEDOUT.
Yeah, so what are you waiting for? Go get a better night's sleep tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. Soon.
Okay.
I don't remember how many I said. I put a stun counter on it, is my thought. But
Chat, let us know.
yeah. If I said
I did
2,
it again.
You can do that.
If I said 2, that's totally fine.
Comments, let us know.
That's what the kids say.
They're not chat. They don't say chat to the YouTube comment section.
The kids say that.
Do
the
they-
kids, do you say that? That's common slang now to
Chat, do you
refer
say
to
that?
a group of people just as chat.
I did not know
Yes,
this.
it's the first fourth person pronoun.
After losing a game of Commander, I think it's good to look, what could I have done to maybe get out of that? I think I could have maybe made a deal with Airball, but even easier than that was hold up my removal. Because if I had held up my removal, I had a chance to get myself out of that. But it's okay. I'm dead, and I got something way better than winning that game.
Don't forget to support your favorite Commander show by doing something you were going to do anyway, and that's buy Magic singles. And you can do so by using our sponsor, TOA.
It really is that easy, and Tales of Adventure has a wide selection of singles from the most basic printings all the way through the most premium versions. And they've also started stocking sealed product now, so you don't need to go anywhere else for anything Magic.
And you get 5% off your entire order when you use code DECKEDOUT at checkout.
And you should know by now, the link is down in the description, right there. How am I the one that's getting stuck on lands here?
You should try exploring. It's excellent. So
How many cards do you have?
a full grip. I am in love with this deck. Gato pulled out all of the stops. These huge life gain haymakers absolutely changed the game.
If you're building decks and you're not using Moxfield, then I feel bad for you. It just is the best tool for organizing, customizing, and collaborating on all of your decks.
In fact, it's the only way that our team can keep up with building sometimes over 20 decks per month. And it's the way that we can share our deck lists with you in a nice, easy format.
You can always support the show too, just by following us on Moxfield, where you can find every deck that's ever been on the show.
NerdGirl, take me now, kill me. Go ahead.
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna...
We fixed that one in time. Only just.
Remember, Joe, you're very, very gay.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
Yeah, this deck was built by Veggie, and we did the Veggie thing. We came out, looked like a huge threat, and then the entire table ganged up on us and beat us down. Kinda wish I'd been playing NerdGirl's deck, the one built by Gato. Looked like a piece of cake.
Ultimate Guard is the industry leader in TCG accessories.
And Ultimate Guard products are the way that all 3 of us on the Decked Out team are able to organize, protect, and display our collections. And they're the best way to show off all of our cards on camera for you.
So make sure you use the link down below in the description to support the show and pick yourself up some amazing upgrades.
We'd like to wrap up this video by thanking our patrons and YouTube members. Thanks to your support, we're able to do really fun gameplay series just like this 8CMC game.
Yeah, it is patrons and YouTube members like you, me, that we're able to make this show weekly, and that means so much to us.
And don't forget, you guys can always become a part of the show. Check out that Patreon, get exclusive perks, monthly signed tokens, spell table games with us, even have us play your 9CMC deck on the show next month.
And of course, Hammy, who's right here down on the floor right now, laying on my feet. You can always support the show by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I don't think that Hammy has done that, but we'll make sure that he gets on it. That's all we've got for you for today. We'll see you next time on
Decked Out.